So I received a comment on my triangulation video about how to sever the sacral cord. I'm just going to explain how it happened for me. Once I removed the spiritual parasite that's housed in my ex partner away from my life, once you make your declaration, I will say it starts there. Once you make your declaration to yourself and to the Most High God and say, you know what, I will not stand for this anymore. I will not take this anymore. I do not want to live my life this way. And you're serious within it. You're not going to go back. You're not going to go back into the abuse. You're going to stand firm in your boundaries. You're going to have boundaries. You're not going to tolerate disrespect. Once you stand firm in that, and you make your choice and decision that you're going to love yourself, take care of yourself, I began to do things like get out in nature. It was sunny at the time. I began to ground. I had a lot of his energy that he was dumping on me. See, what's happening is that energy is being transferred, your high vibrational energy out of you, and they're dumping like a dumping ground, like a dump truck, trash energy into you. My body was swollen at certain parts of my body, like my knees. Once I began to ground, you can literally feel the pull from that negative energy into the soil. Okay. From there, I started to journal. I prayed a whole lot. I got into the word. I read other books about spirituality. Um, I started receiving information from God, letting me know even prior to the cheating, what to look out for. My intuition began to sharpen. I began to take spiritual baths, cleansing myself from all that energy, cleansing my aura from that energy. Um, Starting to take care of myself, do my hair, do my nails, do my makeup every day. You just start feeling so much better about yourself. That girl that was that woman that first met that narcissist began to return, but now I'm at a higher vibration. I'm at my higher self. So now I'm breaking habits that I used to do. If I used to drink, I'm breaking that. I broke the smoking habit that I had. I no longer partake in certain situations, parties, activities. I no longer watch TV, that things that will, because the eyes are the windows to the soul, things that will bring down my vibration, things that are not feeding my spirit, feeding my soul. I don't partake in them. Cutting off family, cutting off certain friends. I began to hear tones in certain people when I began to get away from him. I began to hear the entities inside of people, and I got rid of people in my life that meant me no good, that was draining my energy. Mother, friends, family, everyone had to go. I shouldn't say everyone, but majority of everyone had to go because they were pulling at my energy somehow, some way. Once I let them go, and started just doing this on a day to day basis, getting my full rest, not being disturbed at night, coming in there, slamming the doors, watching TV all loud, eating food, making mess. Once I began to just have my peace, change my room, I threw out things that belonged to him. The whole bed had to go that we laid in. Okay. I mean, it's serious when you're cleansing yourself, you're cleansing your space, you're cleansing your spirit, you're cleansing your soul, you're rejuvenating your mind. I began to go to work. I worked from home. So at that time, the cord that was attached to me, it I didn't know, but I began to feel vibrations in my pockets. I felt like it was in my pocket, like if it was a vibrating phone, a vibrating pager, but I couldn't find it. I mean, I knew I didn't have anything on me. So I told my child, I said, I don't know what's going on, but I'm feeling vibrations. See, what happened is when you start doing things that are nourishing to your body, your vibrations going higher and higher. Not only that, you're opening up your chakras. Your chakras are no longer blocked. My sacral chakra had loosened that cord that was attached. It was just, I was feeling it in the physical. Everything happens in the spiritual first. You feel it in the physical. After that, I no longer had the dreams. I no longer had the thoughts continuously about the person. I was no longer drained of my energy. Um, so those are the things and the steps that I would say that you have to do if you want to really release the cord from your sacral chakra. You have to do those things in that, I will say in that order, but everyone's different and it's all about free will. So it's up to you to make that choice. Thank you for coming to my channel. Like and subscribe.